Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Ecko Chamber. I'm your host, J.ecko, and we're doing something a little different today, which is unexpected, but a nice change. Today, I have a special guest. Um, in a couple seconds, I will let her introduce herself to you guys. But she was kind enough to let Philosophical and I onto her show. We had a real fun discussion about engagement and marriage and the rules of engagement and everything like that. And yeah, look out for that on her channel and everything. But just welcome to you. Let the people know who you are and where they can find you.
I'm Abigail, and I'm the host of the Manic Pixie Weirdo podcast. You can find us on all the things Twitter at MP Weirdo Podcast, Instagram and TikTok are the underscore main underscore weirdo one. And the Pinterest is the underscore main underscore weirdo 21. You can also email me at manicpixieweirdo at protonmail.com.
All righty. Welcome to you. Welcome. And again, thanks for showing up. So today, this is because we have a guest on, and based on the discussion we had a little bit earlier, I wanted to talk about investment. Um, Investment not just in yourself this time, but also in other people. And a question that I've been dealing with, a question that I've been struggling with is, how much do you invest in other people? How many chances do you give someone else? How much time do you spend on someone else? How much room in your mind do you give another person? And how do you decide whether that person is worth that time, that space, and that effort? And what are some of the criteria you choose? And how do you justify it? Not just to that person, but to yourself. Um, yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's a very interesting question. First, thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm a big fan.
No, sorry.
Um, but I have an interesting sort of take on that because I tend, especially when I was younger, I tended to uh like stay too long in a relationship, not really realizing that that's what happened until much later, that I am somebody who tends to stay much longer than I probably should have. And I had to learn to first like figure out what that was all about. And then I had to kind of do some serious digging, and I came up with like, so I have like five friends. Like I only have room in my life for like five friends, like good friends. Everybody else, I'm sorry, like I just can't. Like I cannot. I'm a very expensive person, and I'm very high maintenance, and by that I mean like I dedicate a lot of time, energy, and like resources into people because I'm an introvert, but I'm also an empath. And so that's kind of just who I am. And so I really only have enough to give to like five people. I don't know if that's true for everybody. I don't know if that's true for you, but I had to discover that about myself. And once I figured that part out, the rest of it kind of just fell into place for me. But I totally get like staying too long in a relationship because like I've definitely done that.
So I would say I am very similar to you in that I have a few close friends, very few close friends, and when I do invest, I go all in. Now, the ways I invest may appear differently than other people. Like I I'm real big on gifts, but not as big on like constant communication, constant contact. I'll check in with you, but it's not a thing of like you will hear from me every single day of your life because we are friends. It's like I will make sure you are good and I will check in with you, but I do not have the space mentally and emotionally to invest too deeply with other people. And I know that about myself. So I guess a follow-up question is, do you think that it takes investing in other people to figure out how much time you need to invest in yourself?
No.
No.
No, that can't be the answer. Like that just can't be the answer because I would be dead. I would be out like already. Like if that's the answer, like I'm doing it way wrong, but I should
Mhm.
also be like not here right now.
True.
Like that, I feel like I had to know those things about myself first. Like I
Okay.
had to, and that took me some time to figure out. Like I had to take a big time out and go, okay, like what are these things? What is important to me? What do these things look like? What does this stuff mean to me? And once I figured that out, then I could go and like give that to other people. But like that took a lot of time. And it was a struggle. There was some pain involved. It wasn't like all, cherries and rainbows or whatever, but that ah, I had to do that for myself first.
So, sort of last question, or last-ish question, I'll say. Um, not sort of to put not to put a time frame on it or anything like that, but how long do you think is too much time to invest in yourself? Like just so before you actually start cashing in that investment, so to speak, before you start reaching out and sharing that with other people.
I don't necessarily know if it's like a specifically allotted amount of time. I kind of mark it by different things. I'm more market like, okay, so I know these things about myself. What do I like? What don't I like? What do I need to fix? What do I not need to fix? And then because I am a firm believer in like it takes a village.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very much like, okay, okay, now I know what I don't like and what I want to fix. Now, how do I fix this? And I might need help doing those things.
Mm.
So I don't necessarily know if it's like a specific time. Like I don't know if you could say like, well, you should take 5 years and like fix yourself. Like that's I don't know. I'm in the man, we're living to be so old now. This
Yeah,
is
I'm not as you know what, let me that's another podcast. We'll reserve that. I do know that I for a while was on the James Dean trip, die young, leave a good looking corpse, that sort of thing. But I don't know if this is by virtue of me getting older, but I'm sort of enjoying the process of just like, you know what? Nah, I can sort of just I can do this for a little longer than I thought I could, but I also know that's come with, like you said, taking the time to figure out, okay, these are things I don't like about myself. And the better I get at liking myself, the longer I'm sort of trying to spend on just, I like myself now. Now let's just figure out how to like everything else because everything else can kind of be trash sometimes. But
yeah.
alrighty. I guess we will end it there for now. This again, tell if you don't mind, tell the people where to find you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Manic Pixie Weirdo podcast. It's on all the things. At MP Weirdo Podcast is the Twitter. The underscore main underscore weirdo one is both the Instagram and the TikTok. And you can email me at manicpixieweirdo@protonmail.com. Thank you so much.
No problem. And again, this is the Echo Chamber. By now, you know where to find me, J.ecko on Instagram at the Let's Rap Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Take care of yourselves. Peace.
Bye.